Today we are going to start a topic, interest on drawings. Okay, if you'll check out your books, you'll be very confused with this topic. So just go in my way so that you can understand it very clearly. After getting the explanation, try out unsolved so that it should be clear to you. Okay, so that is what you should do. That the first thing. First and foremost, let's understand the topic. Now, when you want to calculate interest on drawings, do remember you have to apply one formula. Now what should be the formula? First, total drawings into rate. Rate, that means whatever rate you are being given, 8%, 9%, 5%, whatever rate is being given. Then you will multiply it with average period. Okay. Now how you will calculate average period? That means the formula for calculation of average period. How you will calculate it? Time period left after first withdrawal. That means first drawings. Okay. So whatever time period is left after first drawing, that plus time period left after last withdrawal. That means last drawing. Okay. Divided by 2. I will calculate even so that you can get it very clearly. Okay. Now there are 3 criterias. Like, if you draw, that means if your withdrawal, your drawing is beginning, that means on first day of every month, middle of every month, or end of every month. Okay. Listen to me very carefully. What are the criteria? Conditions. Condition is every month you are withdrawing on first date. That is 1st January, 1st February. Okay. So first of every month. Second condition is middle of every month. Third condition is end of every month. Same way, if the withdrawal is beginning of every quarter. Now what do you mean by quarter? How many months a quarter make? 3 months. Okay. 3 months a quarter make. I hope you all know that means January, February, March. Right? So 3 months make 1 quarter. Fine. So that is every quarter. So if it is beginning of every quarter, if it is middle of every quarter, or end of every quarter. Am I clear? So these are the conditions. There are few more conditions, but right now we will focus on these 2 conditions. There is a reason, because I will tell you how to calculate the average period of this. Okay. Now let's suppose, what was my formula? Total drawings. Suppose my drawings for every month, beginning of every month, is rupees 5,000. Okay. So 5,000, what will be my total drawings? Into 12. Right? Now what next it is? It is multiplied by rate. Suppose I say my rate is 5%. Okay. Now next is my average period calculation. Now how I will calculate my average period? I said I am withdrawing in the beginning of every month. Okay. So my withdrawal is on first date of the month. That is 1st April. Suppose my financial year starts from 1st April to 31st March. So 1st April I have withdrawn. Now 1st April if I withdraw, that means withdrawal after 1st April, May, it is all 12 months. Fine. What was my formula? Time period left after first withdrawal. Now if time period left after first withdrawal, I will check out, that will be 12. Right. Now time period left after last withdrawal. Now what will be the date of my last withdrawal? 1st December. So what is the time period left after last withdrawal? That is 1. Okay. Now if I say 12 plus 1 divided by 2, this will give me 13 divided by 2. Okay. Now what will be my average calculation? Now my average calculation will be 2 6 are 12, 2.5. So if I will withdraw every month, I will get the average time period of 6.5. Same way, if I will withdraw every middle of the month, what will be my average? Now here what I will do, I will multiply 6.5 and I will calculate. This will be my drawings. Fine. Now suppose if I withdraw every middle of the month. Okay. Now again I will say the same thing. That means time period left after first withdrawal. Now what is my time period? Now I'm calculating for middle. Okay, now check out for middle. If I'll check out my time period left for after first withdrawal, so it will be 11.5, right? Why? Because I will withdraw on 15th April. Fine. So already 11 month is there, 0.5, half month of April. Fine. Then it is plus how many more months? Last withdrawal. Only 0.5. Why? Because my last withdrawal will be on 15th of December. So it will be 0.5 divided by 2. That will give me 12 divided by 2. So that means it will give me 6. So what will be my average time period if I will withdraw every middle of the month? Okay, every middle of the month. So my average time period will be 6 months. So this calculation will go same. Only what I will do, I will change my average period. Instead of 6.5, it will be 6. I hope I am clear with the first two parts. Now I have already explained you the average calculation of beginning of every month, that is 6.5, middle of every month, that is 6. Now what happen if I will withdraw end of the month? How will I calculate my average time period? Okay, now I am calculating my average time period for end of every month. Okay, so if I'll check out my first withdrawal, how much time period will be left? Tell me. So I will withdraw on 31st of January. Fine. So what will be my time period left? That is 11. Fine. Now if I check out my last withdrawal will be on what date? You can say 31st December or you can say 31st March as per year ending, right? Now if I say 31st March, that means no time left after my last withdrawal, that is 0. Now I will divide it by 2. This will give me 11 by 2. So what will be my average calculation? 5.5. So this will give me 5.5. I hope I am clear. Now same way I will follow for the calculation of every quarter. So if I am withdrawing in the beginning of every quarter, fine. Now when I will withdraw, what will be my first withdrawal? That will be 1st of April again. Fine. So how much time period left after my first withdrawal? Now this is every quarter ka condition. Okay. So every quarter if I am withdrawing, what will be my calculation for beginning? Fine. So what will be my calculation? First I will check out what is my time period left after first withdrawal. It will be how many months? 12 months. Fine. Now I will check out the days, the period left after my last withdrawal. It will be 3 months. Tell me how? Because my last quarter will be what? Tell me. So that will be, yes, correct, January, February and March, if my year ending is March. Fine. So it will be 3 months. Fine. Divided by 2. So this will give me 15 by 2. So what will be my average time period? 7.5. Okay. Now middle of every quarter. Now if I am withdrawing middle of every quarter, that means what is my quarter? April, May, June. So it will be first quarter ka middle will be 15th of May. Correct. Okay. So 15th of May. Now if I take 15th of May, I am talking about middle. Fine. So you take 15th of May and calculate how much time period left after first withdrawal. So what is the time period left after first withdrawal? 10 months. Fine. What is the time period left for after first withdrawals? That is 10 months. Right or wrong? 0.5 more. that is 5 half of May. So that will give me 10.5, right? Now what will be the time period left after my last withdrawal? My last withdrawal will be 15th of February. Okay. Now 15th of February, if I'll take my last withdrawal, after last withdrawal my time period left will be 1 month, 1.5 month. Okay. So it will be 1.5 divided by 2. This will give me 12 divided by 2, 6. So what will be my average calculation if I will withdraw in the middle of every quarter? 6. Okay. Same way, see, time period, average calculation of time period is important. Rest all is similar. So you will not face problem in calculation if you can calculate average time period. Okay. Now if I withdraw end of every quarter, I am talking about end. Okay. So what will be the days left after my first withdrawal? Tell me. So it will be 9 months, right? Now if I withdraw after my last quarter, okay, so that is end of my last quarter. So is there any days left? No, 0. Okay, divided by 2. So 9 by 2 will give me 4.5. So what is the time period, average time calculation for the and if I withdraw at the end of every quarter, that will be 4.5. So this is what? This is average time period calculation. Am I clear? So what you can do, if you want, you can by heart it better, but you understand how to calculate, because that is the right way to go for it. Okay. Check out the illustration on the screen. This is this illustration which I am going to solve ahead. So either take a screenshot or check it from your textbook. Now let's take the solution of the illustration. Okay. Now average time period calculation. Now what I am calculating over here, when my withdrawal is in the beginning of every month. So how I will calculate? What is the time period left after my first withdrawal? 12 months. What is the time period left after my last withdrawal? Plus 1 month. Okay, that means I will withdraw on 1st of March. Okay, last withdrawal will be on 1st of March. So complete 1 month is there. So 12 plus 1 divided by 2, this will give me 6.5, that is 6.5, the one which we calculated. Now how we will calculate interest on drawings? What is my drawings per month? 5,000. So what will be my total drawings in a year? 60,000. That is into 12, we will do 5 into 12. Okay. So that will give me 60,000. Now 10% is the rate of interest. Now 6.5 is my average calculation divided by 12. Now you will say, why you have divided it by 12? Because we are finding it for per month. Okay. So what we will do? 6.5 divided by 12. Am I clear? Now case 2. Same condition. Now I am withdrawing for end of the month. Okay. Now again, what is my time period left for after first withdrawal? 11 month. Fine. Now if it is end of the month, what is the time period left for last withdrawal? No, nothing is left, 0. Okay. So 11 plus 0 divided by 2, that means 5.5. 5.5. Now again we will calculate the rate of interest. I told you first part is similar. The only part which is different is the average period ka calculation, that is 5.5 by 12. Again by 12 because it will convert it in per month. Okay. Same third condition. Now what is the third condition? Now assuming that the drawings were made in the middle of every month. Okay. Now again we will calculate the average time period. What is the time period left after my first withdrawal? 11.5. Why? Because I will withdraw on 15th of April. So half of April plus 11 months. So 11.5 plus time period left after my last withdrawal, that is 0.5. 0.5. See the formula which I have written, time period left, time period remain, everything you will not get in your textbook. So note it down better so that you should remember it. Okay. So it is 0.5 every month. Okay. So this will give me 12. Divided by 2, this will give me 6 months. Am I clear? Now next condition is when the date of drawing is not given. Fine. Now what they have done, they have flatly given you the total drawings and percentage. They have not specified the time period. Now this condition, in this condition what you will do, you will take total drawings, that is 60,000, and rate of interest, that is 10 by 12, and in this case, particularly this case where time period is not specified, you will take 6 by 12, that is half of it. Okay, so what you will do, you will take 6 by 12 in the condition when time period is not given. Am I clear? Now next is when you have different dates. Suppose my first withdrawal is 1st June, second withdrawal is 31st August, third withdrawal is 31st October, fourth withdrawal is 1st February. Now in this case, how I will calculate my drawings? Now what I will do, I will calculate the days left after the withdrawal of my drawings. Okay, now 1st June, that means June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. It gives me how much? 10 months. What was my withdrawal? 20,000. So 20,000 into 10. Likewise, I will go on calculating for every. Fine. And I will multiply it with the number of days which will be remaining. Okay, suppose see 1st June I withdraw 20,000. What was the period remained? 10. So 20 into 10. Total withdrawal of drawing was 2 lakhs. Same way, if it is 31st August, I have withdrawn 10,000. 7 months left. So 10 into 7, 70. Likewise, I will go on calculating. After calculating, I will add it. Okay. So the total amount which I get, from that I will multiply the rate into 1 by 12, because every drawing we calculate per month when we calculate drawings. Okay, interest on drawings. So that is what at the end what we will do, we will multiply it with 1 by 12. Am I clear? So these are the conditions. Now we will go for the condition for quarter. Fine. Now if I am withdrawing in the beginning of every quarter, so how I will calculate the average period? Same likewise, the time period left after my first withdrawal, that is 12 months. Fine. Time period left after my last withdrawal, that is 3 months. I told you when I will go for my last withdrawal, that will be my last quarter will be January, February, March. Okay. So what will be the time period left? 3 months. Okay. So 12 plus 3 divided by 2. This will give me 7.5, or you can say 7.5. So whatever will be my total drawings, okay, into how I will calculate my total drawings over here. See, previously what you were doing, whatever you were withdrawing, you were multiplying it with 12, right? Why? Because it was every month. Now here it is what? Every quarter. So how you will calculate the total drawings? The drawing, that is 15,000, into how many quarter you have? 4 quarters you have, right? So what you will do? You will multiply it with 4. So drawings, amount of drawings into 4. Am I clear? Why it is 4 times over here? Because it is taking every quarter. Fine. So then total drawings into rate 10 by 100, and then the average time period which you calculated, and divided by 12. So ultimately you will get the result of drawings. Am I clear? Now what is the next case? The next case is when we go for the withdrawal at the end of every quarter. Now if we are going for the withdrawal at the end of every quarter, how we will calculate the average month? Fine. So what is the time period left after my first withdrawal? That is 9 months. Now what will be my time period left after my last withdrawal? Nothing left, that is 0 month divided by 2. Okay, so when we will calculate it, this will give me 4.5. This is my average time period. Okay, now interest on drawings, again I will take total drawings into 10 by 100 into average time period upon 12. Am I clear? The next case. Now how I will calculate average period when withdrawal is in the middle of every quarter. Okay, so how will I calculate? That is time period left after my first withdrawal, that is 10.5, plus time period left after my last withdrawal, that is 1.5 months. See, I am telling you straight away 10.5 and 1.5 months because I have already explained you how you get this, right? Divided by 2, this will give me 12, an average of 6 months. Okay, now how I will calculate interest on drawings? My drawings was per month 15,000, right? Now how many quarters? 4 quarter. Do remember 15 into 4 will give me 60,000. 60,000 into rate of interest, that is 10 upon 100. Then average time period 6 upon 12. Okay, so this will give me 3,000. So I hope I am clear so far. Let's take one more illustration which has few more cases. Okay, now in this we will check out if we are withdrawing in the beginning of every 6 months, or if we are withdrawing at the end of every 6 months, or we are withdrawing in the middle of every 6 months. How we will calculate the time period? Okay, so first case is if we are withdrawing in the beginning of every 6 months. Condition of calculation of average time period will be same. Fine. What was the condition? Time period left after first withdrawal. So time period left after first withdrawal will be 6 months plus time period left after last withdrawal, that is 1 month. Now how 1 month? See, if I will withdraw in the beginning of every 6 months, right? So last withdrawal will be in the month of March, right? Now beginning of March, that is 1st March, complete 1 month remain, right? So it will be 6 plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so if I will calculate the average time period, that will give me 6 plus 1 divided by 2, that will give me 3.5. Okay, same here. Again, if I am withdrawing at the end of the month or every 6 months, again my time period left after first withdrawal 5 months, last withdrawal plus 0 divided by 2, that will give me 2.5 months. Fine. Now next is if I am withdrawing in the middle. Fine. So what will be the time period left after my first withdrawal? That will be 5.5. Okay, last withdrawal, that will be 0.5. Again same condition, middle of March. Okay, so 0.5 divided by 2. So this will give me overall 3 months average. Okay, so this is how I have calculated my average time period. How to calculate interest on drawings, that you know, total drawings plus multiplied by rate multiplied by average time period upon 12. Okay, so this is how we will calculate. Now I have explained you all the types of interest on drawings. So you just solve out the sums behind unsolved, and if you face any difficulty, just ask.